For a long moment, they stood in front of the door. Lotus laid her hand against her chest and turned to Junpei and Clover.
準備はいい？
ああ。
うん。行くわよ。
開いた。
A narrow hallway stretched out before them.
よし。
行こう。
Lotus and Clover leapt through the door. The moment they did, their bracelets beeped. The detonators in the bracelets had been activated. Junpei stepped forward to follow them. But as he was about to step over the threshold, he stopped. He looked to his left, toward door 7. June stood there, a mirror image of Junpei. She turned and looked toward him. Their eyes met.
純平君。
They nodded. Their farewell took almost 1.5 seconds.
何やってんの？
Then someone took hold of Junpei's arm and hauled him bodily through the door. He heard the sound of the numbered door slam shut behind him. His bracelet gave a cold electronic beep.
残り81秒よ。急いで。
Lotus snapped at him and ran to the dead. Junpei and Clover followed her as fast as they could.
止まったわね。
With a shaking hand, she wiped a few beads of sweat from her forehead. Clover, however, was calm, aloof perhaps.
くだらない。
See, Clover was so bubbly at the start. It was like she was so happy about everything, you know? But now that it's like Snake's gone, she just like she died. Her energy died. It's not there. It's non-existent. She doesn't care about anyone, anything, or whatever. She muttered to herself without emotion and began to walk down the hallway, leaving behind a confused Junpei and Lotus. Lotus watched the girls receding back with a mix of frustration and curiosity.
可愛くない女。
Like you're one to talk, holy shit.
絶対モテないタイプよ。あれ。
Right now, neither are you. I don't care what assets you've got. Her sarcasm seemed a little more biting than was perhaps necessary, but she sighed and started after the younger girl.
この組み合わせにしたのは失敗だったかもしれないな。
Yeah.
とりあえず追うか。
After taking a moment to catch his breath, Junpei followed.
行き止まりね。
The hallway made a number of turns before at last coming to a dead end.
一応左手の壁に扉があるけど。
For a few minutes they stood in front of the door examining it. Above the door was a plate with the word laboratory engraved on it. Laboratory.
ラボラトリー。実験室か。
嫌な響きね。どう考えてもまともな部屋とは思えないわ。
って言っても他に扉はなかったしな。ここを開くしかないだろ
う。純平くん？
あ？
お先にどうぞ。
Junpei suspected her politeness was motivated by something other than respect.
わかったよ。
Junpei muttered to himself and pushed open the iron door. There's no handle. How did you open that? His first steps inside were tentative and careful, but as he examined the room, it became clear that there was no imminent danger. Lotus followed him in, and Clover brought up the rear. The room they found themselves in was divided into two separate areas by a curved wall. A thick glass window built into the wall made it possible to see into the other side of the division.
窓の向こうにもう一つ部屋があるのか。
まるで監視部屋ね。
Junpei walked to the window and looked through.
なんだありゃ。
He wasn't sure what else to say. In the center of a room shaped like a quarter circle, a mannequin lay on what looked like a medical exam table.
気味が悪いわね。
Junpei jumped a little. He hadn't noticed Lotus come up next to him.
あの人形、まるで手術を待つ患者みたいだな。
ここは実験室でしょ。どっちかっていうと人体実験の被験者じゃない。まあどっちにしろ気味が悪いってことには変わりないけど、突然起き上がってきたりとかしないわよね。
さあどうだろうな。なんかケーブルがぶっ刺さってるみたいだし、間違ったスイッチを押しちまったりすると。
やめてよ。考えただけでもゾッとするわ。
I think Junpei's doing it on purpose to terrify her. She was gripping her arms, the knuckles on her hands white.
そういや四つ葉は。
Oh no, Clover. She was still standing near the entrance of the room. Her face had the appearance of calm, but it was drawn and somehow sad.
あいつ。
There was something almost pitiful about her. Junpei walked over to her and, as kindly as he could, spoke.
大丈夫か。
We had this discussion, Junpei. Do not ask a girl who does not know where her brother is if she's okay. Clearly she is not. Clover looked away.
何が？
何がって。お前のことを心配してるんだよ。さっきからずっと黙ったままだし。
いけないの？
いけなくはないが。
だったらほっといてくれない？
This girl is all kinds of danger right now. All kinds of danger. You know, thinking about it, I guess asking her if she's okay is probably better than going up to her and being like, how's it going? But I guess it's also a little better than trying to not acknowledge whatever's happening. Like, thing is, it's like no one wants to acknowledge, oh hey, Snake is missing. No one cares. And I think maybe that's what she's upset about. I don't know.
そういうわけにはいかないだろう。この先協力していかなきゃいけないわけだし。
Clover bit her lip and was silent for a moment. Then
純平
suddenly,
には私の気持ちなんてわからないんだよ。
her cry took Junpei by surprise, and he stumbled backwards a few steps, alarmed.
お兄ちゃんは私を置いていなくなっちゃうような人じゃないの。きっと何かあったんだよ。何か良くないことが。
Junpei had nothing to say. Lotus, jolted from her mannequin nightmares by Clover's voice, turned toward them.
どうしたの？
Clover's eyes slid to Lotus, then back to Junpei.
とにかく私のことはもういいからほっといてよ。
Finished, she turned around. Before Junpei or Lotus could say anything, Clover had begun to walk quickly away.
おい、待てよ四つ葉。待てって、そっちは。
ほっといてって言ってるでしょ。
He might as well have been talking to a wall for all the notice she took of his cries. Not even slowing down, she made for a doorway cut into the wall in front of her. Without even slowing down, she passed through the doorway.
四つ葉、上。
And without warning, an iron gate fell from the ceiling like a portcullis. Ceiling Clover in. I have never seen that word in my life. Aside from maybe playing this game, but I've never seen that word in my life.
ちょっと何よこれ
Clover grabbed hold of the iron bars and shook them as hard as she could.
待ってろ、今開けてやるからな。
まったく、しょうがないわね。
Junpei grabbed the bars and pulled. In a moment, Lotus joined them. The three of them pulled as hard as they could, but
ダメだ、びくともしないぜ。
ちょっと待ってよ。簡単に諦めないでくれる？
諦めたわけじゃない。これもおそらくゼロの企みのうちの一つだろう。
だとすると、必ず開く方法が。
Junpei nodded.
とにかく調べてみよう。俺とヤシロはこっちのエリアを探すから、四つ葉はそっちを頼む。
うん、わかった。
Oh, here we go. Seek a way out. Alright, let's do this. Puzzle time. Alright, how does I do controls again? Alright, Junpei, do something, please. Oh, okay. A window made of really thick glass. I don't even think a bullet could break it. Well, shit. Doesn't matter what I hit it with, it might as well be made of steel. It looks like this door is the exit. The door on the right just goes to the laboratory. Nope, this door isn't going anywhere. No dice. It won't open. I mean, that's about as much as I expected. I don't think Zero would let us out of the room quite that easily. It looks like the control for an electronic door lock. If there's a red light on the display, that means it's locked. If we can get that light to turn green, then maybe we can get Clover back. Hey Clover! There's a door over here too. Wait, I'll be right there. I can hear her over there. Is this door gonna... Damn it! I can't open it. Clover, what about your side? It won't work. I can't even move the knob. Well, fudge. This looks like the control for some kind of electronic lock. Apparently moving my mouse is not good. The red light is on, and it's gotta be locked. There's a green light just below it, although that one isn't lit. Bet it'll turn on if we can unlock it, right? Yes, but how are we gonna unlock it? There's no keyhole, no card reader, no keyboard for putting in a password. I have no idea. Well, fudge. Why is my game so laggy? The hands of the clock have stopped moving. The clock may stop, but time goes on. No time to screw around. We need to figure out a way out of here. There's a lot of stuff here. I don't know how we could use any of these. Well, I can say for sure that I do know how to use at least one of these things. Which one? The one on top. I think it's a power cable. The power cable, huh? I'll take that. A three-pronged power cable. This is definitely a power cable. Do you remember if we ran into anything that didn't have power? In bold. Stand for various pieces of equipment. Some of them might be useful. This is a really old type of keyboard. I think this thing's supposed to power that machine in the other room. Well, it doesn't appear to be doing that. I wonder how we're supposed to turn it on. Maybe with this thing? This is a keyhole. This looks like a keyhole for the activation key. There are two levers here. Do you think they activate something? Why don't we move one? Alright, I'll give it a try. Nope. It doesn't look like anything's happened. The only thing about the room that's changed is that the lever is down now. Well, not very impressive. Wonder what this cable is connected to. Okay, one side of this thing is in the room with us. The other side extends to the laboratory where Clover is. In other words, the console in front of us is connected to the device in the laboratory. Oh, hello. These lockers are a little larger than the ones on top. Let's see if there's anything useful in here. And no, nothing. Lovely. Ethanol. I wonder if this is for antisepsis. Oh, it says anhydrous. Anhydrous ethanol. Okay. Is that different from the regular ethanol? Come on, that's common knowledge. Anhydrous ethanol is a powerful cleaner. It can even arrest marks left by permanent marker. Lovely. Well, I guess that's all there is. Well, fudge. A whole bunch of steel lockers. The 9 on the right all have green lights on them. Red lights, huh? Can't hurt to give these babies a try. Yep, just as I thought. Locked tight, all 9 of them. I wonder if there's anything important in there. Well, if they're locked, probably. Okay. The mouse. The keyboard. This is the computer. The power isn't on. Well, there's a power button. This is a waste of time. What? I don't see a power cable. Oops, yeah, you're right, no power cable. This thing isn't even connected to a main computer, though. It's got a monitor, keyboard, and mouse, but that's it. Just sticking the power cable in isn't going to do anything. Oh, I don't know about that. Junpei, can we get back to what we were talking about, please? This computer doesn't have a power cable. No, it sure doesn't. And? Don't say and, it's rude. Have you already forgotten what you just picked up? What I just picked up? Well, technically I just picked up a bottle of ethanol. Do you want me to pour it on the computer? So, one end of this cable needs to be connected to a monitor, and the other end needs to plug in under the desk. Alright, let's just slip you in, huh? Well, shoot, I can't use this. What's wrong? This cable has 3 prongs, but the socket only has 2 holes. It's not gonna fit, is what I'm saying. In other words, we're gonna need a plug to change the power cable to one with 2 prongs. That's right. Lovely. Ah, shite. Alright, let's go. I wonder what they washed here. There are these weird colored stains all over the sink. You don't want to know. It's a wash basin, more commonly known as a sink. Lovely. Anything else? No. I wonder what this is. This thing here looks like a voltmeter. And is this the control for that? Gosh, there's so many dials. Why don't you try turning one of them? Nope, nothing. There's no power here, guys. I turned the dial a whole bunch, but even if I turn all the switches on, nothing happens. Is there anything unusual on that machine? Well, I don't know. I don't know, you know? There are a bunch of cords hanging from the bottom of it. Gee, this is a lot of cords. It looks like they all go over here into the mannequin's head. Ugh. So the device and the mannequin are connected. What the hell were they doing in there? Oh man. Back when this laboratory was active, that wasn't a mannequin in there, I bet. It was a real live human on that table. I wonder what... No. I don't want to think about that. Okay. Don't do that, ever, please. According to Clover, this is some kind of device that can regulate voltage. There's no power going to it, though. Lovely. Hey, Clover, how are the power cables over there? Huh? What do you mean? Does the plug have 3 prongs or 2? I don't know what you're talking about. Let me go look. Guess she does have to kind of crouch down to get a look under there. The cable on the monitor has, it's got 2 of those little metal things. What does that mean? That's it. Okay, can you unplug that cable and bring it over here? Okay, but... Well, I can unplug it, but it's connected to the main computer. I can't take it over to you. Damn it, that's no good then. Well, how about just the plug? What? The plug? Well, maybe more like a connector? It's a sort of thing that makes the plug with 3 metal thingies into a plug with 2 metal thingies. Still useless? Not useless. Not useless at all. That's just what we were looking for. Okay. Can you hold on for a little bit? And back down she goes. Alright. Unplugged. I'll hand it to you over at the bars, okay? Is this, like, an examination table? There's a creepy mannequin over here, guys. There's something sticking out of the mannequin's head, like wires or something? What the hell were they doing in there? Huh? Why is she all quiet now? They were doing experiments on humans. Probably. Oh man, now she looks sad. There's a mannequin lying on the exam table. I can't really see it very well from here, but it looks like there's a bunch of electrodes sticking out of its head. That kind of sucks. That mannequin looks so sad. I gotta admit, I'm starting to feel kind of sorry for it. Oh no, here we go. Am I getting attached to this thing? Maybe I should give it a name. How about the Science Boy? Science Boy is lying on the table. His poor head is full of electrodes. Junpei, why? Is that it? Yeah, that's it for now. Okay. I don't know what kind of table this is, but part of it's all black. There's a pen lying over here. I think someone probably used it to make the table black. There we go. Well, if they only use the pen on one part of it, then there's probably something underneath all that pen. Clover, do you think you can erase it? Yeah, sure. Oh, this is permanent marker. Junpei, do you know how to erase ink from a permanent marker? Erase ink from a permanent marker, huh? Give me just a minute, Clover. I'll be right back. It's a rack. There are a bunch of cables on it. Somebody cut the outer stuff off the cables and I can see all the wires inside. Lovely. I guess this drain is for water, huh? Well, there's nothing here. Good. We don't need to know what else is going there for water. Hasn't been used in a long time, so it's completely dried up. Alright. Anything else? Those are the stairs I just came down. And the bars and the gate are just above me. A short flight of stairs. Okay. Ah, crap. Clover, use this ethanol. You should be able to wipe off that permanent ink with it. What am I gonna wipe with? Oh, well, your clothes, of course. Ha Kidding! Just kidding! Please don't look at me like that! You're scaring me! Good lord, Junpei, you wuss. Anyway, could you wipe off that permanent ink? Look, Clover. Right now, at this moment, you're the only person we can depend on. I'm trusting you with this. You trust me. I feel kind of special. Hey, Clover. And she just wandered over the table. I don't think she even knows we're calling her. Fine. Clover, can you use the cloth on the table? Use soak it in ethanol and use it to wash off all the stuff from the permanent marker, okay? Right, okay. So I gotta soak the cloth with ethanol. Well, she's got the cloth, but she seems to be having a little trouble with the bottle of ethanol. When she's ready, I should ask her to get to work on that stuff on the table. Okay, well... Soak the cloth in ethanol and... Junpei! It's working! It's wiping the permanent ink off! Huh? There's some kind of weird drawing under all the permanent ink. What's the deal with that drawing Clover found? Maybe I should ask her to take another look at the table. Well... I wonder what this is. There are a bunch of numbers and some kind of grid. I can't see it from here. Clover, you've got a pen and a notebook, right? Could you write those numbers down and hand them to me through the bars? Okay. Roger. Lovely. Some kind of hint. Okay. Clover. Here, Junpei. I wrote down all the numbers from the desk on here. Paper with numbers on it acquired. New material's been added to the file screen. Lovely. There you go. 2-prong plug. Thanks. Yay! Okay. Put the 2-prong plug onto the head of this power cable, and I got a 2-prong power cable. Ugh. It fits perfectly. This should be just what we need. Junpei, what do I do next? For now, just have a look around. I'm definitely gonna save you, so you just hang on a little longer. Okay. I'm counting on you. Alright, I've got a 2-prong power cable in my hand. I'm pretty sure this will work. Under the desk I go. And let's just plug this thing into the monitor. Alright, that ought to do it. Alright, let's turn the power on. I don't think anything is gonna happen. Why not? Well, it's not connected to the main computer. You never know until you try. Pretty optimistic.